Hello everyone, I'm Wilson Erizari.
And I'm Letty Moran Erizari from Caguay, Surigao del Sur, Philippines.
Discover the best of Philippine products in our upcoming live stream.
Join us as we showcase unique high-quality products you'll love.
Don't miss out! Tune in and find something special on Uncovering Profitable Philippine Products live stream by Emporium. See you there! Kita kits!
Hello, Emporium family. Wow, I am so excited to be with you here tonight. My name is Celeste Rose Mandarin, and I'm absolutely thrilled to join you as a guest co-host for today's live stream. Usually, you will see the amazing Ferdinand Soriano kicking things off, but today, I have the honor of stepping in, and I promise to bring the same energy and excitement you've come to love. For those of you who do not know me yet, I am representing the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce Greater Los Angeles, or FACCGLA, as the Vice President for Marketing, Events, and Programming. FACCGLA for short, don't forget. At FACCGLA, our mission is all about creating opportunities, building bridges, and being the gateway for incredible Filipino entrepreneurs to break into the US market, pretty much like Emporium. So today, I would like to highlight with my co-host later, which I'll be calling in soon, a very special couple, and I'm very, very excited to hear their story. So with that, I'd like to call on Jeremy Salomon from JLSM EBC to join us. Jeremy, where are you? There
hello,
you are.
hello. Kamusta? Mabuti naman kami dito, Miss sa Pinas, Mrs.
Yes,
Celeste.
magandang umaga.
Yes. It's around 10:30, so sakto lang. So, sobrang excited ako na ito na naman sa next featured guest natin. All the way from Surigao del Sur, location of Cabgan Island, one of the Philippines' famous tourist spot, known for its white sandy beaches, crystal clear waters, and rich marine biodiversity, making it a popular spot for island hopping and ecotourism. Naman, di ba? Exciting. Tingnan mo to. Yan, ganyan. Kita mo dyan.
Parang feeling ko kailangan ko umuwi. Pero bago yung mga beach at saka yung mga tourist spots, we would like to spotlight, of course, this very special business. At least from what I've heard, they have so much to offer. And talagang I'd really want to know how we would be able to help them, break through the US market. But before that, I am very curious, Jeremy, and especially for those who are viewing us for the first time, to know how exactly or what role do you really partake in making this happen?
All right. Oh, yes naman. I'm so glad that ito, mga viewers natin, followers natin, welcome to our weekly show. Okay, so Uncovering Profitable Philippine Products live stream. We are so happy with this collaboration between JLS MEBC, your expert business consulting agency, and Emporium's expert management specialist and collaborator. At JLS MEBC, we are dedicated to supporting Emporium's goal of promoting Filipino-made products on a global scale. Together, we aim to enhance the visibility of Filipino products in international markets such as the US, while also empowering our local entrepreneurs. Throughout the show, we will introduce products that promote a feel-good, syempre, look good and be good lifestyle, beneficial for consumers and profitable for businesses showcasing Philippine items. Ngayong Sabado po, we are presenting our 11th featured guest in our live stream program. With our soon to be a regular co-host, si Miss Celeste. Now we have been wondering how proudly Filipino coconut and pineapple brand is making its way to the top hotels, restaurants, and home kitchens in the Philippines. Mr. Wilson and Miss Letty, owners of the Letty's Coco, are here to explore both local and international market and are confidently leading the charge to the global coco pine scene. They actually both bring you Letty's Coco, a homegrown gem from Surigao del Sur, crafting a premium coconut-based products like Coco Pine sauce. Blending the tree of life, the coconut, and the hospitality fruit, the pineapple, this sauces embodies Filipino culture that is resourceful, flavorful, and always ready to share. Just like how we turn every meal into a fiesta, Letty's Coco is taking local flavors from our table to the world. Sarap na, expert quality pa. So stay tuned as we explore their products and journey to uncovering profitable made opportunities. Yun! Balik sa'yo, Miss Ces!
Wow! Ang dami mong natutulungan.
Ces palagi. Talagang pinapa-eksento pangalan mo.
Yes, may bago na akong pinyag. I'm really, really happy to be here. It's an opportunity for me to also hear about the great things our kababayan back home is coming up. Imagine coconut-based products, and I believe they have a unique product that makes your adobo taste even better.
Exactly.
So,
Mamaya,
gusto ko marinig yan.
iinggitin natin si Brother Ferdinand. May papakita
Yes.
ko na.
And that's what I like about this show. And when Ferdinand asked me to do this, I feel like we are aligned because the show is all about empowerment of Philippine MSME and exporters, and it helps us the U.S. buyers discover profitable Philippine-made products. And last but not the least, it showcases the Philippines exporters' compelling stories and maybe even make surprise business connections. So those three things are pretty much aligned to what I've always been promoting, especially being part of a Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce.
Align tayo dyan.
Align. Ang saya-saya. So with that, I just would like to maybe take a short break. Are we there now? Am I correct?
Yes.
Because I believe Sir Ferdinand have a lot of things in store for them. So stay tuned and watch. We'll be right back.
Born from our humble home and our desire to share true natural freshness with you, Lemoncito Concentrate with honey is the best there is. Rich in vitamin C, Lemoncito reinvents your mom's favorite tonic for a cold or sore throat into a delicious and nutritious drink. No additives, no artificial flavors, no preservatives, 100% natural. Lemoncito, deliciously nutritious.
Yes, ang ganda nun. We should have more businesses featured like that. So now I do have the honor of introducing to you our very special guest. Today, we're thrilled to introduce Letty's Coco, a remarkable enterprise from Caguait, Surigao del Sur, that exemplifies the ingenuity and resilience of Filipino entrepreneurs. Founded with an initial capital of just 10,000 pesos. Imagine. Letty's Cocos began as a small home-based business producing virgin coconut oil. Over time, it was expanded into its product line to include a variety of coconut-based delights, such as buko pies and other treats, all crafted in a pure taste of life. Their commitment to quality and sustainability not only supports local coconut farmers, but also brings the rich flavor of the Philippines to a wider audience. Join us as we delve into the story of Letty Cocos, exploring their journey, products, and the impact they've made in the coconut industry. Stay tuned for an insightful conversation that celebrates Filipino entrepreneurship and the versatility of coconut products. Hi. Kamusta po? Good evening.
Yes.
Good. Are you guys ready to show us your product? Tell us more about it.
Yes.
Magandang araw. Magandang umaga sa lahat. Magandang hapon kung saan man kayo ngayon. We are from Caguait, Surigao del Sur. Hello everyone. My name is Wilson Irizarry.
And I'm Letty Moran Irizarry.
Our company specializes in coconut-based products. The name of our company is Letty's Coconut Products Manufacturing. And its brand name is Letty's Coco. We started our company to become globally competitive in coconut-based products while promoting health, sustainability, and community growth. These are our products: virgin coconut oil, coco cookies, the famous, our favorite, buko pie, buko juice, pure coconut vinegar, and coco pine sauce. During the peak of the pandemic, the Department of Science and Technology shared research on virgin coconut oil suggesting it could help prevent COVID-19 symptoms from getting worse. As demand for VCO grew and supplies ran low in Manila, friends and colleagues reached out to Letty for help, knowing she's a registered chemist with the skills to produce VCO. They asked her to produce VCO and send it to Manila. We were very grateful to have helped some friends recover from COVID-19 symptoms. But coconut has more to offer. In Surigao, large quantities of coconut water go to waste. During copra production, farmers crack open coconuts without collecting the water. Letty and I firmly believe coconut water is one of the purest. Inspired by this, she formulated coco pine sauce made from coconut water and pineapple. Coco pine sauce is a value-added coconut innovation. Letty's Coco promotes value-adding to coconut while balancing sustainability and coconut and economic growth. By transforming raw coconut into an innovative product, it enhances market potential, supports local farmers, and reduces waste. This approach ensures a sustainable coconut industry while meeting consumer demand for high-quality, all-natural products.
Coco pine sauce is 100% natural sauce. It's perfect for barbecue, sushi, and Filipino favorites like adobo, pancit, and more. We believe there is a huge market opportunity for coco pine sauce because of the growth demand for healthy and natural food. The global natural condiments market is expanding as consumers shift toward all natural products.
We offer coco pine sauce to health-conscious individuals, food enthusiasts, home cooks, and eco-conscious consumers through direct-to-consumer sales via online stores and social media platforms. Additionally, we partner with local groceries, restaurants, and resorts seeking premium sauce options.
So we invite investors, partners, and retailers to join us in bringing Coco Pine sauce to household, not just to the kusina or the kitchen of every Filipino family, but to the kitchen and the tables worldwide. Lettuce Coco,
It is Coco,
the
the pure
pure
taste
taste of life.
of life. Back to you, Celeste.
Wow. I feel like I need to go and try this and make my adobo feel better, taste better.
And steak and steak.
And steak. So it's a
Yeah.
marinade, it's a
Partner yan, no?
sauce, it's it's everything that makes your food better. Is it also good for grilling?
Yes.
Grilling, of
Perfect for
course.
grilling.
Wow.
Oh, so
Pang
parang
barbecue
yempo
yan.
pang barbecue. Ganyan.
True, true,
Naku,
true.
kailangan nating matikman yan. But we would like to hear more from Sir Jeremy, of course. What is the opportunity out there for businesses like Letty's and Wilson?
Oh, nice. Yeah, yes. Ito na, Miss Letty and Mr. Wilson. So, we'll just have to upload yung ating slide deck. All right. So, as we all now know that Philippine products have such a tremendous potential for global market in our market, no. In our live stream, we believe in showcasing unique and profitable Philippine products that help you look good, feel good, and be good. Aside from being a certified digital expert enabler by the International Trade Center, my role in this show is to prepare Philippine brands to be ready for this global market and take advantage of that export potential. Now, based on my initial research, this is how we will do it. Of course, before we start, let us ask both Miss Letty and Mr. Wilson, ready na ho ba kayo?
Ready na. And
Yes.
excited.
Ready na.
Ready
Awesome,
na.
awesome. Now, we will begin from, of course, yung cultural significance po. I-explain natin. Pangalawa is yung real-time international market analysis. I actually prepared the snapshots of it taken yesterday lang. So pretty much siya, updated to, no, yung international market analysis natin. And then, of course, we have to dive on the countries other than the Philippines where USA is importing kasi kailangan nating malaman ang itong product ninyo, the 200990. So, which is basically the juice, mixture of juice. Okay? So, and then, lastly, of course, we need to check ano yung export trade between the Philippines and US. So let's begin. Okay. Now, punta muna tayo sa tinatawag na cultural significance. So, napaka-importante po kasi ito, no? One of the things that we need to understand is that malaki yung ginawa ng coconut, no? So, one of these that yung coconut fusion is agricultural icons na talaga sa Philippines. Mapapansin natin, it's a top producer talaga naman ang Philippines in terms of the coconut and of course itong pineapple, no. So, and alam naman natin mga lutong Pinoy, hindi mawawala ang mga itong dalawang produkto na to, no. And then second one is the tropical flavors in Filipino gastronomy. So ibig sabihin noon talagang embedded na sa kultura natin na gumamit nitong gamitin sa pagluluto ang coconut at saka pineapple, no, sa ating mga dishes. So marami tayong mga luto na kasama tong dalawa. Tama po ba, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, Jeremy.
Yan,
Tama.
okay, tama. So number 3, natural and health-oriented food culture po talaga tayo. So marami po talagang pinapamana ng mga lolo't lola natin ang pagluluto sa mga anak, apo, hanggang sa kaduluduluan habang kaya nilang magturo, tinuturuan nila including their community. So maganda po siya na ginagawa, no? Ini-emphasize na masarap gumamit ng mga fresh and natural na mga produktong Pinoy, no? So yun maganda yon. the good thing is that yung ginawa ninyo na in-infuse nyo yung dalawa is basically an heritage and economic contributors po tong dalawang produkto na to. So maganda po yung ginawa ninyo na tumutulong kayo sa mga communities in your area to actually learn more about how to do this cocoa pine, no, yung produkto ninyo. So maganda pong ginagawa ninyo to, no. And at the same time, what we are saying is that yung fusion ng ating pineapple at saka coconut, talaga namang sabihin na nating alam mo na kagad-agad pag nasalasahan mo to, hinalo mo tong cocoa pine sauce ninyo, malalasahan mo ang tunay na Pinoy na luto. So yan, we will be proudly na say na gawang Pinoy yan, tatak Pinoy. Okay? So that's one. So ngayon, syempre i-highlight natin yung flagship product natin, which is yung cocoa pine sauce ninyo. So yeah, it's all natural food seasoning, no? It came from coconut water and pineapple. In fact, gusto ko mamaya ipakita ito, no? Gusto kong inggitin talaga si Brother Ferdinand at si Miss Celeste, no? Na may dumating sa akin kahapon. So ipapakita ko later kung ano yung dumating sa akin. At alam mo na, maganda tong inggitin itong dalawa. Okay? So, first, doon sa mga international export, sabi na nating international buyer natin, para at least mapabilis yung transaction nila, all they have to do is make sure na pagka magbibili na sila nitong cocoa pine, ang harmonized systems code ng cocoa pine is 200990, mixtures of juices, no? So ito po yung exact harmonized systems code ng cocoa pine sauce natin. So para mapadali yung pag-import-export natin, i-jot down na po ninyo. Of course, one of the things that you have to ask is that, Jeremy, you are saying na may international SS code na tayo. So ano naman ang international market na natin ngayon, status ng mga sauce na to? Okay, but before we go to the details of this, no, ito pong ginagamit kong tools na to, it's marami po to, 4 po sila, no. Pero yung mga very relevant to our analysis ang pinokus ko nito. So yung market analysis tools are actually ito yung ginawa ng International Trade Center, wherein they actually got all the information from each of those countries who's doing exporting and importing. Dito nakukuha nila in our case is Bureau of Customs, Philippine Statistics Authority, yan, so PhilExport. So kino-consolidate nila yan, binabangga nila, and they have these tools, no. So, yan po ang source natin ng information. So, kapag nagsasabi si PhilExport na we are exporting this much of this billion, dyan po yung source. Pag sinabi ni Presidente, I want to make sure na on target tayo sa 2.8 billion US dollar na target natin, dyan po nila tinitignan kung on track sila. Ganun po kasya katindi itong tools natin. And of course, we wanted to understand, teka, alam naman natin na itong mixture of juices kasi, it's not a unique, okay? May mga countries talaga na ito ay in-export din nila. So mapapansin natin, you can see that UK is also exporting, maraming iba-ibang countries. So sasabi mo, Jeremy, is this typically the country that is somehow competition ni Philippines? The answer there is yes, if you're looking at it as competition. Pero, if you look at them as your partner, ikaw ang magbibigay sa kanila ng additional product mo, then they will import. Kasi, syempre, produkto natin yan, no? So, pwede nilang i-resell. And the good news is that, nandyan si Emporium ngayon na sa US na pwedeng sasabihin niya, si US, di ba, nag-export. Pero, nag-i-import din siya. So, relevant to that question, Jeremy, so, ano ngayon ang mga partner country ni Philippines, no, kung saan siya nag-export, so palabas, no? So mapapansin natin, good news kasi number one si United States dun sa statistics ngayon ng ITC. So tayo as a country, unfortunately 0.3 lang tayo of the overall market, no? Ito lang yung contribution natin. So later mapapansin mo mamaya, no, pag pumunta tayo kay US, kung ano yung demand niya. So for this mixture, yung 200,990, no? So tayo, nakapag-import tayo ng 5.8 thousand US probably 5.8 million ayaw ko na, no? Nakapag-import din tayo ng ng 6,392 tons. So ibig sabihin nun may market na talaga tayo sa US. Okay? Lumalabas, meron pa tayo Marshall Island, US states, United States minor outlying island, Australia, Micronesia, Saudi Arabia, di ba? United Arab Emirates, Japan, Singapore, and Greece. Imagine that. Maliban sa USA, pwede pa tayong mag-export sa itong mga countries na to, itong produkto ninyo. So malaki ang potential talaga. Imagine mo, Miss Letty, di ba? Mapapansin mo, 0.3 lang yung ating contribution sa worldwide. Anong ibig sabihin nun, Jeremy? Di ang lit pala ng, na ang lit pala ng Pilipinas. The answer there is, pag titignan mo maliit, well, maliit. Pero ang sasabihin ko naman sa'yo, malaki ang potential ngayon ni Letty's Coco. Bakit? In 99.6 ngayon, ang market mo. Diba? You can actually eat the 99.7. Di ba? On the other side, export lang tayo ng export. Yan ang magiging mangyayari ngayon sa atin. No? So ngayon, Jeremy, now focus on, pupunta na tayo ngayon sa US. Siyempre, kailangan nating malaman na sino-sino mga bansa ang kinukuhanan ni US ng mixture na to, itong Harmonized Systems Code 200990. Well, si Canada, number 1, si Mexico, Brazil, Thailand, Germany, Italy, and nasa top top 10 ata ang Philippines. Sa awa ng Diyos, nandiyan ang Philippines. So meaning, pwede tayong mag-export sa US. Sasabihin lang naman natin na ang kailangan ni US is around, konti lang kailangan nila, lumalabas mga 61,273 cubic meter. More or less, mga 6,000 tons din ang kailangan nila. So, Jeremy, ano tong red na to? Well, nagkulang itong countries na to. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi nila na-meet yung demand ng US sa kanila. So ibig mo sabihin, may opportunity kami na $216,000? Yes. And in fact, this is 2024 statistics. So anong ibig sabihin nun? Lumalaki yung market talaga ng produkto mo na to. So imagine next year, papasok ka, or this year, papasok ka as export, then maganda na pumasok ka na as early as now. O diba, Mr. Wilson? Okay ba yun? Is it a challenge na dapat hindi na red ang Philippines dyan, kundi blue na rin siya? We are always meeting yung US demand. Kaya po ba, Mr. Wilson?
Kakayanin. Kakayanin.
Tulong-tulong. Bayanihan tayo. Alright. So, ngayon, pupunta naman tayo ngayon sa detailed na. So, Jeremy, ano naman ang relationship between PH, Philippines, at saka ang US export ka natin, potential? So, roughly, nakapag-import nga tayo ng 92.7 million, no? Unfortunately, of course, hindi number 1 si US na importer ng itong 200990 na produkto. Number 3 lang siya worldwide. But the good news is that at least meron pa tayo mamaya makikita kung sino yung number 1 and number 2 na pwede nyong puntahan, no? So again, one of the things that we are okay with it is that at least meron na tayong market potential, no? Si Philippines, maliit yung percentage natin, no? So lumalabas, maganda na nag-average kasi tayo na ini-import ng Philippines papuntang US ng roughly 2% lang nila of the 100% pie nila. Ibig sabihin nun, ganun kaliit yung contribution ni Philippines sa US market demand. So anong ibig sabihin nun? Well, if you can actually raise up the average importation natin by making sure na consistent tayo nagpapadala quarterly, annually, or monthly, then well and good, magi-improve siya. So mapapansin nyo, meron talagang 51% growth ng ating produkto na to, no? So malaki pa ang natitira. Mga 843,000 $843,000 dollars pa yung potential kwan mo. So pagka convert natin yan ng peso, roughly mga 50 million pa yung pwedeng potential ng Philippines ha. Philippines lang yan. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi naman kailangan i-limit natin na 49 million peso yung transaction natin. Pwede tayong mag-exceed katulad ng mga ibang country, nag-i-exceed naman talaga sila pag-e-export. I-accept naman ni US yon kasi mapapansin nyo, ang daming mga countries na naka-red. Ibig sabihin nun, kulang yung pinadala nila. So, pwede natin kainin yung pie nila. So, yun ganun katindi yung laro dito sa pinasok nating business. Well, the good news now is that doon sa pag-export natin, technically, meron talagang sabihin na nating import formalities na tinatawag, no? So before we actually send our product, syempre kailangan nilang dumaan tayo sa regulatory compliance, no, sa US. So we need to really have the cocoa pine na ma-certify under the US FDA. So kailangan natin syempre meron yan kada country naman even other countries pag pumasok sa Philippines, wala rin naman silang choice kundi mag-undergo ng certification from Philippine FDA. So vis-a-vis lang yon, no? So what it means is that marami pa tayong i-comply sa kanila, pero with the good news is that with the network of Emporium and Bayanihan, all things will be addressed naman, yung mga challenges na yan, kasi hindi naman baguhan ang grupo natin doon sa pag-export. Okay, now let's go to the digital awareness ng Amerika, no, yung target natin. The good news with US is that kung na sila, so 9 out of 10 yung population nila, exactly 92% digitally aware na sila. So meaning to say, no problem na if they can transact online. So we can post your products sa Amazon, so whatever platform, marketplace platform sa US, no. Ang good news lang is that you also have to take into consideration yung tinatawag na yung real na retail shop na mga mom and pop shop natin, where later i-expand ni Brother Ferdinand about yung strategy on how you can penetrate the mom and pop retail shop ng mga Filipino community natin. So pakinggan natin po siya later. Okay. What am I showing you now is basically ang sinasabi lang natin na sobrang pag ginamit mo ang digital payment, wala kang problema. So ready ang US to do that transaction. Now, Jeremy, recently may naglalabas ngayon si President Trump ng all about this trade agreement na may mga something to do with tataas, ibababa yung kanano. So yesterday when I took this snapshot, lumalabas na nasa 4.22 talaga yung average na tariff. By default, hindi po siya nag-change. Okay? Default, yan na po siya talaga doon pa. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi siya umakyat. Okay? So, as of now, if we were going to export, may tariff talaga yung produkto natin. So, sasabihin mo, Jeremy, ano yung ibig sabihin ng MFN? So, basically, ibig sabihin po nun is most favored nation. So, come to think of it, lahat ng mga countries that nag-sign up ng mga free trade agreement promises to treat all their trading partners equally. Okay, so all the countries that get this specific tariff, ibang country, ganyan din yung tariff ng produkto na yon. So, lahat equal yung sharing, fair sharing, parang, of course, the usual, parang good friends as a partner trader, no? So, ganun po ang ibig sabihin nun. So, mapapansin natin, ngayon, Jeremy, what if pwede ba akong humanap na mas mababa yung tariff? Pwede naman, wala namang problema. And in fact, if you really want to go, meron ka talagang isa pang malaking market na pupunta, na pwedeng puntahan. Pwede kang pumunta kay China, pwede kang pumunta kay Japan, Singapore, Canada, and UK. So, in other words, pwedeng mag-concentrate muna tayo kay US. Once na natin, napalaki na natin yung market sa US, you can actually go to the other countries like China, Japan. Of course, yung mga ibang country dyan na non-English speaking, we really have to adjust yung labeling ng produkto kasi meron silang tinatawag na import formalities wherein kailangan mong i-design yung label mo na naka-Japanese character kung pupunta tayo sa Japan, China, Chinese character. So, no choice ka kundi talagang ibahin mo yung packaging mo. And of course, wag mong kakalimutan na baka naunahan ka ng i-register yung Lettuce Coco, baka may Lettuce Coco na sa China, hindi na tayo makapasok. So those are the things na kailangan nating tignan with trade IPO feel kung meron na bang naka-register sa China na Lettuce Coco, things like that. So yun, basically that's about it. Medyo marami-rami pa tong kwentuhan natin, but nevertheless, thank you. I'll have to turn it over kasi limited yung oras natin itong natin to Miss Celeste. Yan.
Wow, that's a very high potential market. 51% growth, Sir Jeremy?
Yes, ma'am. It's a hidden gem talaga yung produkto nila.
I'm really happy that you're able to show all these numbers because, as you know, we say in the chamber, numbers do not lie. So, Miss Letty, Mr. Wilson, how do you feel about that?
Well, I'm so excited. And as for Jeremy, it can help to increase the 0.3% for 200990 category.
Wow, talaga naman. Tinake note ni Madam. Now, medyo na-disconnect si Sir Jeremy yata, but nevertheless, Sir Wilson, I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, Celeste, I'm so excited, very much excited with the potential of our Coco Pine sauce, and it's really elevating the coconut based product. Kasi ang coconut di ba, napaka significant niya sa mga Filipino. Ang daming buhay na binago. Although yung mga farmers got old, pero yung naging doktor, naging lawyer, naging engineers ang kanilang mga anak dahil sa coconut farming. And so
and that's one thing beautiful po no na I've learned about you guys. You're actually helping the farmers in your hometown by doing this business. Is that correct?
Yes, Celeste, we're helping. We're sharing to the community, to the associations, to our neighbors, how to produce this because we want them to appreciate. We want our kababayans na sila mismo can taste kung gaano kasarap ang ating coconut. Lalong-lalo na yung toyo na ginawa from coconut.
So I'm just curious po, especially Miss Letty, what motivates you to do what you have been doing all this time?
Yeah, it motivates me because I'm working as a chemist for 30 years. And now in Surigao, there's no testing lab. So I said to God, how can I contribute to the community? So there's a lot of coconut here in Surigao. So that's why I invented several products out from coconut.
Wow.
Talagang super
galing. Salamat, Madam. Pagtuloy po nyo yan, tuloy-tuloy natin yan para mas marami pa tayong matutulungan.
Yes. At saka, Sir Jeremy, this month of March is the International Women's Month, and we actually have a scientist here.
Right in front of us. Yeah.
Women empowerment. Kudos to you, Madam. And I'm really, really proud, to meet people like you. And that's my role here, coming from the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce. We highlight these businesses, and then later on malalaman natin na yung mga kababayan po natin ang gagaling. Ang dami nilang naiimbento, ang dami nilang mga magagandang bagay na nakakatulong not only to their families but also to the community. So keep it up po. I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And may I add?
Yes.
Coco Pine is a healthier option. It's all natural. We also advocate on producing pure coconut vinegar. So ito yung mga pure, talagang walang halong it's really pure from coconut. So yun yung gusto namin, that this is the pure and natural flavor of coconut na gawang Pinoy, tatak Pinoy.
Yeah, and actually I feel like you're in the right track with that too, because especially here in California, masyadong health conscious ang mga tao dito. Kung organic, wagas. So I'm pretty sure, lalo pat galing Philippines, it's a quality product and it's a feel good, be good, kind of product. Tama ba ako, Sir Jeremy?
Yes. Ni-reserve mo yung look good sa akin, ah.
Yes. Sino ba naman ang magkakampihan?
Tama. So, basically, yung isa sa mga questions natin, so doon, no, nakakatulong sa community natin. One of the things na I was wondering po, how are yung mga other product po ninyo? So, do you plan to explore on exporting as well yung mga ibang produkto natin aside from the coco pine?
Yeah, maybe in the future. Alam namin na ang lettuce buko pie from Laguna ay na-export na. Nakikita namin yan. We also have that in lettuce coco. But we are focusing pa muna dito sa Surigao, sa Caraga, Mindanao, in the Philippines. Pero may mga friends kami na talagang dinadala nila ang lettuce coco buko pie as pasalubong sa Germany, Canada, Australia. So, okay naman. In the future, kung ready na yung market for our
right.
So, ang tanong siguro, ang susunod is kailan ang punta ni Wilson at ni Letty dito sa Amerika para sila naman i-export?
Oo, at parang may event ata tayo, no? May event pa, di ba? Sabi mo,
yes, so because, with the FACC GLA, what we usually do is we do have monthly events for our members to connect. Gaya po ng dadating na March 22, we are going to have our President's Cup golf tournament. And during these events po, we give our members or the entrepreneurs community to have a booth to showcase their products. So pag nandito po, mas madali po natin napapakita sa mga kababayan natin dito sa California yung mga produkto nyo po. And the good thing about FACC GLA, it's not only one chamber. We're a part of a bigger organization called COFAC, the Coalition of Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce. And this is a 49 strong coalition across the United States. So what happens is the Filipino-American Chamber becomes the gateway for entrepreneurs like you and for products like yours to, enter the market and at the same time ma-introduce po sa ating mga kababayan na nandito. Because just in Los Angeles alone, do you know that we are the third largest Asian American population here? So that's about 1.2 million in California, in LA only. So imagine nyo po parang home turf nyo na po pag dumating kayo dito. So that's the reason why I would love to have you guys. Let me know when you're coming and would love to be able to introduce you to the community. Huwag nyo pong kakalimutan ng coco pine ko, ha?
Sige po. Sige po. Thank you.
Thank you,
Mr. Jeremy, anything more?
Yeah, I think yung US market analysis ba, magpe-present na tayo. Oo nga, no? Parang nagtatago ata si Ferdinand. Oo nga, ipasok na daw natin siya.
Because I'm pretty sure he has a lot of things to share with us when it comes to the US market, being the advocate for the Philippine-made products, Mr. Ferdinand Soriano.
Yes! Pwede, bago mo simulan.
Kanina pa ako nagpapapugi dito. Ang tagal nyo naman,
Meron na siya, ang daya.
Oh, Ferdy! Not one, but two!
Si Jeremy, I'm jealous again. Wala akong sample ulit. Pero we'll work on it, Celeste. We'll work on it. Ayun pala, right now, I just have to say to the audience that I'm overjoyed with this collaboration, but I'll get into it more because I know that we just want to go over the slides really quick. So what I'm going to do now is briefly talk about the U.S. market, but I'll go really fast, okay, Letty and Wilson, because we really want to have Celeste expand on what she was telling you earlier, because the collaboration, what you're experiencing now, you're the very first to experience this collaboration. And I really want her to expand more on what they can do because, every time we do a show, we tell you exactly what Emporium can do. Now, let's see what Emporium can do with the Chambers of Commerce. So let me go ahead and get to the slide because that's the meat of the show, both Jeremy and I, but I want to make room for Celeste's comments. Okay. So Celeste, Jeremy, I'm going to take you guys out. Okay.
All right.
Here you go. All right, let me just go ahead and bring up my screen. So, asan si Celeste? I mean, si ano? Asan si Letty? Letty, nandiyan ka ba?
Yes.
Wow,
I'm
okay.
here.
Well, for whatever reason, hindi ka lumalabas. So, lagot ako. All right, let's see. Hindi pwede yan. Yan. There you go. Okay. Let me rewind really quick. Okay, so like I was telling you earlier, this is going to be really quick. I just want you, my goal here is to get you excited about the US market. You know, that's the bottom line. Because we're always trying to figure out how do we get more Philippine exporters to take that leap, no? But we want to be baby steps. So I think one of the weaknesses that, I mean, well, not weakness, but what we want to do is we want to empower you. We want to hold your hand, so to speak, once you decide you want to be the U.S. market. Because the moment you decide that, you do have to do your baby steps. With everything going on with international trade, that's the reason why we went ahead also and partnered up or collaborated with the chamber, because this is the time where you need to strategically know who to talk to be able to mitigate the risk when you're going into the US market. So let me go ahead and start. Now, let me go ahead and tell you that this is for you. By the way, these slides, you don't have to take any notes, Letty, because I'll give you, Wilson, I'll be giving this to you as our gift to be able to tell you we did the market research. It's something that you could use. And, I actually even put sources on them, okay? So you don't have to take any notes. All right. So in the market overview and size, U.S. sauces and dressings and condiment market, as you can see, it's valued right now at $36.11 billion in 2024. And it's expected to grow by 2.66 compounded annual growth rate, okay, by 41.18 billion, believe it or not, by 2030. And those are all of the different sources that I have. So I'm not making it up. You can fact check me. You can do all of that if you want, okay? Now, the second thing, too, is you said this earlier. You already know what you have as far as your product, Letty and Wilson, because right now people are looking for products that are amazing. But obviously, they want to make sure that it's still affordable at the end of the day. But what dictates a lot of this stuff is that they're looking for something unique, something healthy, something that they can, basically, they're looking for it from different types of independent resellers. They want something that's totally different. The market is asking for that. Now, Emporium doesn't tell you that we know the entire U.S. market. Each state has their own sort of idiosyncrasies. Meron silang ibang gusto ito, ibang gusto nila ito. So to me, I always just focus on Southern California or California. As you can see, that's what the situation is, okay? Now, the market competition, what are your challenges? You're talking about there's already market competition there, and I'll show it to you a little later on what I found in Amazon. You have your consumer awareness. A lot of people have no idea. They know what a coconut is. They know what a pineapple is, but they've never thought about maybe combining the two. If you're non-Filipino, even me, I just found out that you could do that. And then also at the end of the day, that's what's important for you guys to know. All right, now, how do we address these challenges? First off, you're doing it now. You're trying to get information. You're trying to get information from the chamber. You're trying to get information from Emporium, trying to get information from Jeremy. As you can see, consumer education, competitive analysis, and all of that, at the end of the day, you really need to do homework, but you can't overly think it sometimes, because that's the reason why Emporium is here. You want to get real-time data, and that's the reason why you're also in the show, to get that data that you're looking for so that you can make these baby steps. Okay, Letty and Wilson, are you still good? Are you still hanging on with me?
Good.
Okay, good. Now, as far as profit margins and manufacturing costs, to me, I don't know exactly how much it is for you to make the bottle, but without giving away your profit margin, Letty and Wilson, how much does it cost to make a bottle?
Roughly from 85 to 90.
85 to 90 pesos?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm about right? $1.50 per bottle? Siguro, considering, kasi about 50 pesos to $1, right? Okay. Yeah. So again, if you look in Amazon, which a lot of people do to use it as a reference, the retail price, you should resell it like around $4.99 and $5.99 by the time it gets your, maybe a little bit more. That's the reason why you need to do it as a premium product, a unique, healthy premium product. Okay, that's your pricing strategy. Now, here's what I found. If you can see the screen, there's a coconut secret, coconut aminos and organic cocoa aminos. Check out how much they're selling it for. There's a 3-pack, And this is on Amazon. I took it from yesterday. Okay, those are the prices for that, and I don't even think that's the same. I don't think, right? But it's the closest one that I found that has that combination of the coconut and the pineapple. But they're doing it as something healthy, using the coconut aminos, and then you're talking about organic cocoa aminos. Like I said, 32 ounce, $26.89. So do I have your agreement that there's plenty of room to make some money here?
Yes.
Agree.
I mean, I'm thinking that. I don't know. I don't want to overly be greedy about it, but at the end of the day, that looks like that's something that you could handle. Now, your competitor analysis, both of you, is that there is only one product that I know. It's called Miyake Pineapple Dipping Sauce and Marinade from MiyakeSauce.com. You want to check that out. And then also your indirect competitors is your pineapple coconut sauce recipes from all the different places, maybe in the Philippines, who are doing it. But at the end of the day, you go to the US with this product, I don't think anybody has it. That's why the data on it is very limited. But just like what Jeremy was saying, people are looking for this, okay? They're looking for this product. It's just it hasn't been properly marketed yet. So that's the reason why we're going to get back into the marketing of it. But at the end of the day, that's what makes it exciting, right? Wala pa, pero they understand what soy sauce is. They know what a coconut is. They know what a pineapple. So everything that you're looking for is already set for you, but you just need to educate them a little bit more about this premium product that you have called Coco Pine Sauce, right? All right, so moving right along. To me, your opportunities for differentiation is health and wellness, authentic flavor files, and then niche flavor profile, and then niche markets. I don't know what else to add on to that, except that, again, my advice to both of you is to continue to look at it as a premium, unique, and flavorful condiment. That's what I call it. It's a condiment, right? So next is the actionable marketing strategies. These are the things that I told you that I'm not telling you that we've got a marketing plan for you for the entire United States. If anybody tells you that, they're insane. I'll say that first, right away. That's why with me, I try to just promise, the Emporium just tries to promise to focus on Southern California, because in Southern California, most of your Filipinos are here, but we're not going after just the Filipinos. The fact that Southern California is probably the most open-minded when it comes to all the different products that are coming from all the different parts of the world, especially if it's healthy like this, right? Then this is the market where you want to be. That's why I coined that phrase, feel good, look good, and be good, because this is the place where they'll be open to all of that. Okay, so that's what you need to do. You need to continuously do your online presence, sampling campaigns, and collaborations with partners just like the Lamb Chamber as well as Emporium. Okay. Lastly, strategic pricing, distribution strategies. Again, those are all just something for you to think about when you're ready to market your products here, because I know that you're in talks with certain people to bring the products here already. Get as much data as you can. Okay, Letty and Wilson. All right, so now again, baby steps. Continue to do everything on social media. I look at your social media. I think you guys need to do a little bit more, but you focus on the market that you want to be. And I also welcome you to go ahead and start using I call cooperative marketing, which is try to be a part of Emporium's marketing efforts. Tag them. I don't care what you do, but at the end of the day, you need to do that with other members of the community and target that on the social media. Okay. And then the Bayanihan Commerce Network. This is my favorite part, because that's exactly what we're trying to do with all of the products from the Philippines. The Bayanihan Commerce Network is hopefully what we're trying to do for Philippine products, is trying to network all of the different types of Filipino retail shops, whether it be online or physical stores, all of them to be in a agreement and be networked to be exposed to all of these up and coming products. No offense to all of the existing legacy products, but there's going to be a point where there's a lot of products from the Philippines that need to come here. They're not ready for a 20-foot container or a 40-foot container. Maybe they're just ready for maybe a small mom and pop store. And I think this is the avenue that you need to do that, along with efforts to communicate with the chambers also. And again, I keep bringing that back because that is an integral part of what we're trying to do with Bayanihan Commerce Network. Okay. All right. The key takeaways: market potential. The U.S. condiment market is expanding. I don't, you're not taking a risk. I mean, the rewards are there, just like Jeremy said, and just like what I said to you and what we found. And then you just have to position yourself again as a premium product. Okay, don't sell that product short. I haven't tasted it because I'm jealous of Jeremy because he could tell you all day long it's probably amazing, but I don't know yet. But I can only imagine. I love coconut and I love pineapple. And if you guys know how to combine that too, I'll buy it the moment it gets here. All right. So again, cocoa pine sauce, a unique, flavorful. And again, that is pretty much my presentation. I'm going to go ahead and I want you to maybe don't ask the questions yet, because what I want to ask now is that I want to give this last few minutes of the show to Celeste. So who you guys are talking to now, I asked the question, what specific roles do Filipino-American Chambers of Commerce play in promoting and supporting Philippine-made products in the U.S. market? They play a lot. And when I first started this, I said to myself, I need to align myself with the chambers. But there's still a lot of room for improvement. And that's why I'm excited to have finally someone from the chamber be a part of what we're trying to achieve and hopefully align ourselves to more chambers of commerce and say, hey, I like what that guy's doing. Let's all help each other to help Philippine brands. Okay, so all of those things are, I feel, what the specific roles of Philippine American chambers are able to do. But I will ask the lady that we have in our studio right now, as she already told you, she is the vice president of the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce. I'm talking 100 miles an hour here. But I'm excited for all of this, what's happening. But again, going back to her, Celeste Rose Mandarin, she's the vice president of the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce. And I'm glad to have her here as a guest host, but also to expand on how she can help you guys. But before we ask her, let me go ahead and bring you guys back and see if you have any questions for me, okay? All right, so you guys have any questions for me before I bring up Celeste?
Yeah, I think it's really how we can start with the baby steps of bringing our product in a smaller scale, just to introduce the product to the community, Filipino community, especially in Los Angeles.
How about you, Letty?
Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead, Letty.
Yeah. Being a chemist, maybe it's my part then also to work with us, the US FDA. That's one of the
Oh yeah, we can definitely help you with that. We have the resources for that. But Wilson, I know that you probably wanted to add more, and I didn't mean to cut you off. But go ahead and continue your thought, Wilson. What were you going to ask?
Yeah. How we can the process of bringing our product to the US in small quantity for pop market, pop, something like that.
Yeah, no, you're in the right place. You're talking to the right people. As much as I'm overly biased, of course, but at the end, you have the chamber here. You have, if you think about the value chain that you have just established, you've got Jeremy, who's going to be amazing at trying to help you sort of prepare your products to be here. I know that you guys already been talking to people, but you also have me and my company, and also the Phil-Am Chambers here, that we're all trying to rally for the elevation of Philippine-made products. So if you guys don't have any more questions, do you mind if I go ahead and bring up Celeste now?
Yeah, we're good. I'm good.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Wow. So now I'm going to go ahead and give the camera to Celeste, because this is exactly the point where we make history. At least that's how I look at it. Where Celeste will, in her perspective, say exactly how the chambers can help, the Philippine manufacturers. Okay, Celeste?
Yes, and I've never thought it would be this kind of a collaboration where it's from the heart. When you meet people, you say, oh, we're going to partner with you, right? And then we walk away, and that's basically it. But with you guys, you're coming from the heart, that you just want to give back to the community, provide for your family, but all at the same time, have that Philippine pride in you. And to sum that up, the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce is basically allowing folks like you to have a louder voice, a bigger platform to present your innovations, your products, because you believe that it helps. Then it would help, because like Sir Ferdinand said, Filipinos are more open to trying new things. And not only that, we miss home. Filipinos here in the United States, we miss the flavor of home. Kaya minsan lagi kaming nasa Island Pacific. Oh, di ba? Plugging. But there are members too. Do you believe that? Island Pacific is one of our members, and it's one of the grocery stores here in the United States that carries all these Philippine products, and we're very proud of them too. So if we can just fuse that opportunity for you guys to get highlighted, and not only to you but to all the entrepreneurs out there, the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce acts as the conduit or like the connection. Kung ang Emporium po ang bridge, kami po yung gateway. Tama po ba, Sir Jeremy? Kami po yung pinto. Because at the end of the day, it's the kind of relationships that you build that would make things last. Mari pong maganda po yung produkto natin, di ba po? FDA approved and all that. But then, we cannot connect it to the people that we want to connect with. It's another product in the shelves na naman po. Do you agree with me? So by being here, by being able to have somebody advocate for you, to talk about your product, to talk about you as business owners, meron po tayong connect sa mga puso po ng mga kababayan natin na nandito. And therefore, mas inclined po sila to support your products. So then po pumapasok ang isang Chamber of Commerce. And like I mentioned a while ago, FACC-GLA is part of a bigger organization. Okay, hindi lang po kami isang Chamber of Commerce. 49 chambers across the United States under the umbrella of COFAC. Which, by the way, most of them are watching us live right now. I actually have messages here from Annie Nepomuceno, which is our past president. She's also the very first Filipina who chaired the United Chamber of Commerce. So ito po, hindi na po to Filipino-American Chamber. Kumbaga, mga ibang lahi na po, mainstream chambers na po yun. Meron po tayong Filipina na nag-chairperson po doon for the first time. So she's part of that. So yun po yung mga klase ng connection na gusto po nating ma-connect sa product nyo po. And that is only attainable kapag may mga support po kayo on the ground here in the United States, kagaya ng Emporium and then ng Chamber of Commerce. So hopefully we can make it happen. Laban lang, believe lang po sa sarili. Then that's my 2 cents.
Feeling ko nga $1 na yun talaga. So,
with me,
that's my 2 cents.
When you said that, it's like I wanted to just stand up and like salute Celeste, like all right.
Hindi po.
Hindi pwede, naka-boxer kasi ako kaya ganito na lang.
But Letty and Wilson, what hopefully is coming out of this show is for you to. What I want from you is to make sure that your product is of the best global quality. You price it to the best of your ability, because at the end of the day, it is premium. That's how I want you to promote it. But at the same time, have the mentality that you're just trying to bring the market. And then the people that are here are willing to help. I've always used this platform to sort of to tell my story of my dad really quick. Okay, I'm not going to try to make Jeremy cry, but the reality for me, and the reason why I'm motivated to do this, is because just like when my father came here for the very first time, he needed people to help, right? He didn't know where to go find a job, where to live, blah, blah, blah. And that's how I see it, the same thing with Philippine manufacturers. So now you don't have that issue. So whatever you need to do to make that product cost effective, the pricing, and have the mindset of exporting, I think the more we that in the exporter's mind, the more people will do that. Because parang like Celeste said, sasaluhin namin kayo. I will. Okay, I won't speak for Celeste. I'll let her do that, and Jeremy. But at the end of the day, yun ang gusto namin ngayon. So if this message goes through all the Philippine exporters, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of products in the Philippines that are just aching or just needing to be exported. Because if you keep it in the Philippines, it's never, a lot of people have almost the same product. There's no product like Cocoa Pine in the US. Right? You can't. That's why you almost have to kick. We need to kick you out of the Philippines so that you can go ahead and make sure that you come to the US or any other country.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the information. Thank you. And thank you for assuring.
Thank you so much.
So, Sir Ferdinand, may I add just one last bit. Lalo na po sa mga, especially for those people who are watching us right now, those who are exploring business opportunities. So you have here entrepreneurs that, you know, are really trying to make a mark. I just want to implore on you guys to help them, you know, share this live stream, talk about it in your organization, or even explore the possibility of expanding your product lines by partnering with this kind of entrepreneurs. So yun lang po ang shout out, Sir Ferdinand. Yung mga nanonood dyan, support.
There are people watching, so this way I want to go ahead and acknowledge them. I want to thank all of the people that are watching. Thank you for doing that. And if you know, the typical, if you please subscribe so that this, you know, we can go ahead and increase the support for the Bayanihan Commerce Network as well as the Chamber, I'd appreciate it. But let me go ahead and show some of the ano ba yun, yung comments.
I believe Pai from one of our members, our kitchen, Pai is commenting there. So, oh, that's my daughter.
Hello, Ray. I'm showing all of them. That's a lot of margins.
Profitable ba? Profitable daw. Lots of margins.
Nakakatapa naman. Hello. Hi, Pai. Oh, she's interested in Coco Pine sauce. She's one of them.
Yan. Saktong-sakto, Coco Pine with your pie. Oops. corny.
Yan si Apple, kapitbahay mo lang yan, Jeremy.
Raulo ka, man.
Sorry.
All right, there you go.
Right. Great to see you guys. Hi,
There's
Mr.
Annie.
Yeah, I'm showing Annie.
Annie.
We got a meeting next week or next Saturday. I'm not gonna forget.
OMG, volume order na to.
All
so
right.
as you can see, Wilson, Letty, we start out like this, say hi, we connect, and then later on the relationship builds up, and then all the opportunities just falls into place.
Yeah.
Well, this is the part of the show where
looking forward for more.
I'm going to give you like a
Kaya
couple
natin
of minutes.
yan. Sabi ni Mr. Wilson nga kanina. Itaas yung percentage ng Philippines. Kakayanin.
Well, I mean,
Pero hindi mangyayari yun habang hindi pa ako nakakatikim ng Coco Pine, ha?
Kailangan may no? La.
So, Jeremy, so have you tasted the Coco Pine, Jeremy?
Yes. Oh. Malalasahan mo talaga yung pineapple kaagad-agad. Siyempre hanapin mo yung coconut kasi talagang talagang natural na pag natikman mo yung coconut. Pero bigla sa aftertaste niya, papasok na yung pineapple siya. Hindi siya sa akin hindi siya maalat compare doon sa hindi siya maalat compare doon sa soy sauce. So iba yung kanya, iba talaga yung tama niya, yung itong Coco Pine. Sarap. Sa siomai ko siya dinip. Sa siomai ko siya dinip.
That's a good combination.
Yeah.
Balita mo ko pag na adobo na, ha? So may question po.
Go ahead, Letty. Go ahead, Wilson.
My question po, follow up po doon kay Pai from our kitchen. She's interested with the Coco Pine. How would she be able to connect with the Coco Pine for the products?
Yung last,
saan po siya pwede order?
Dito ba sa Pilipinas?
Nandito po siya sa America.
Okay. So yun po ang pwede naming hingiin na assistance na tulong from Ma'am Celeste and sa inyo po, Sir Ferdy and Jeremy. Kung paano po natin ganito na mapadala, makarating sa US ang product para matikman.
We definitely will go in there. If you want to do another live stream, we'll do it on specially for that. But yeah, we got you. As long as you see what I mean. We just need people to be interested in it, and we'll figure it out. We got it. Because one, Letty is when it comes to FDA, alam niya na yon, dito rin, ganun din. We'll take care of all of that, right? So right now, we achieved what we wanted, which was to bring out the contribution that Filipino American chambers, especially Greater LA, that what they're planning to do is to create more opportunities on that level.
Yes.
And I'm excited. That's why I'm only excited for both of you. I'm excited for Jeremy. I'm excited for Celeste. I'm excited for the whole discussion that we're having here. But with all that excitement, we're probably going to run into more hours. So I'm excited to do the happy dance. So if you guys are ready for the happy dance, but I don't want to go to the happy dance unless you got an answer. Unless you guys got a question. You guys got a question, Celeste?
I have another one here because they're directly texting me. They're directly texting me. So they're asking me if they'll be able to
go.
Because COFAC will have COFAC will have an International Asian Business Expo in August. So they wanted to find out if you'll be able to be here at that time, or at least the products to be here at that time, so we can showcase it. Because it's not only the Filipino American Chamber at that point, it's also other Asian countries, including Korea, Vietnam, and So that's an opportunity for you guys. So just
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you, Celeste. Looking forward.
No, looking forward. Ganda.
Well,
very good.
This is the email for Letian Wilson, and this is their Facebook pages for those who may want to check them out. Okay. So if nobody else has any question, may forever you hold your peace, because I'm about to go dance. I've got all this energy, so I'm gonna go start dancing. If you don't, I'm the only one who's gonna do it though. So right, just kidding. So you guys all ready?
Ready.
I just want you to know we don't have a budget. We don't have a budget in this show. So, but I did hire a DJ.
Volunteer forever.
Yeah, I did hire a DJ.
Our co-host.
For all those watching right now, check out our music. We're gonna do the happy dance now. Hold on, let me put in the happy dance DJ first. Let me prepare it, and then we're all just gonna dance like crazy. All right. So, with that being said. So we're doing a happy dance. Let me go ahead and put up the music louder. All right, so you guys want to limber up first? Okay, I'm gonna limber up. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Right, there you go.
Here we go.
And here's our DJ for tonight. So check it out, our DJ.
Happy dance.
Halloween ang DJ. Hindi pa kakain.
Walang budget. Wala naman. Kailangan nyo ng Coco Pine. Minom ng Coco Pine.
You need to eat more Coco Pine.
Isa na. Kailangan pakainin ng adobo with Coco Pine.
Yes.
Oo.
Masarap yun.
All right, no, we finished the show.
All right.
Uwisin ako doon. Grabe.
Why don't we sign up today? First, we'll go
Nakakapawis.
ahead and ask Celeste, since you're the guest. We're gonna let you go first. Any parting comments from you, dear lady?
Well, first and foremost, thank you to everyone who tuned in today, and thank you for this incredible opportunity to be part of your show. I hope I did justice in the role that you asked me to partake, and I'm looking forward to any collaboration in the future. And above and everything else, we would like to invite everybody to be part of the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce, Greater Los Angeles. We are the only chamber that offers international membership. So you'll be a part of a community of entrepreneurs that supports and advocate for each other. So thank you once again. Maraming salamat po.
I'm going to say something as a parting comment to you, dear lady, and to all the people that are watching from the chamber. She did an amazing job. I don't know what else to say except that we tried to
Natural. The term is natural.
I'm scared for my job. If it wasn't me doing this, I'd lose my job right now. Wala na akong trabaho. You would have just done it. As you can
regular co-host na tayo.
So I don't mind. I'll be a producer. I don't care. I like being a producer. I enjoyed that. That's why I was in the back. But thank you,
Offer ba
Celeste.
yun? Offer?
Yeah, definitely. No, what I was going to tell you is that if you can, I put that invitation to all of the members of the chambers to have that, because I think that if I can reach out to all of the chamber officers and members, that they can be a part of the show. I'm not about anything except just to collaborate, because at the end of the day, the more collaboration and unification are done, the more you're able to do, not only for the members but also for the Philippine manufacturers. So why wouldn't I want to do that? So if you decide that you want to do better than Celeste,
Huwag naman po. Huwag naman po.
challenging
Baka
everybody,
mausog.
come on down, let's go ahead. I mean, we welcome you. I mean, I'm just joking, but at the end of the day, Celeste did a magnificent job, and I would love for other members of the chamber, whether you're from Greater Los Angeles or some other member, be part of it. But I'm extending this to the Greater LA, because you guys are the one who believed in collaborating with Emporium. You guys have always supported me in many ways, so I want to go ahead and just give a big round of applause to you guys. So with that being said, guys, anybody want to say anything to Celeste before she goes?
Well, thank
Yeah,
you
go
so
ahead,
much,
Mr.
Celeste.
Wilson.
Walang ano man
From-
po. Basta
from
ko kapain
Kagwain.
po, ha?
From Caguait, Surigao del Sur, salamat kadayaw, Celeste.
Oh, thank you po. Maraming salamat.
Fantastic. All right, Celeste, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss Celeste.
All right, so now let's go ahead and say goodbye to Letty and Wilson. So Letty and Wilson, I hope your experience was fun, at least. So I'll leave it up to you if you have any parting comments for us.
Yeah, this is our first experience having the chance to promote Coco Pine Sauce worldwide. And maraming salamat sa inyo for this opportunity that we can share, promote, maipabot ang aming produkto doon sa ating kapwa Pilipino across the miles. Maraming salamat.
Letty, do you have anything you want to say?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. As first, yes, kayo yung naging gate patungo sa pagtaas ng sinasabi nga ni Jeremy kanina, yung 0.3 will increase to doon sa 2,999 na juice product.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you
excited.
for that.
They're up
We
for
will-
the challenge? Oh, wow.
We will be talking again, Letty and Wilson, because this is not it. We just don't do a show and not help. So we'll have more conversation if you're open to it, okay? And seeing how we can move forward and try to bring your products here, just like what Pai said. So we're going to be there to sort of hold your hand if you need it. If you don't, then obviously we're still here for you. If you need any more resources to give you the confidence to come to the United States. Okay. Other than that, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
All right. Thank you, Miss Celeste.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Yay!
All right. So that was fun, right?
Yeah, lahat ng mga featured guest natin, sobrang ang sasaya ng nangyayari, no? So sa mga followers natin, we hope that you can actually give us some support by clicking, of course, yung follow, subscribe, and yung notification po ninyo, no? Every time na meron tayong new episode, malalaman ka agad-agad nila. Yung ating susunod na show, do you have anything you can give them a clue, Brother Ferdinand?
Well, I didn't get to tell my joke earlier, so I missed doing the guest host, but I'll tell it in the next one. So the next one, we're hoping to move away a little bit from the food. Not that we don't like food, but we wanted to also express the feeling, the whole subject of feel good, look good, and be good products. So next, in 2 weeks from now, we'll probably do a feel good product. And it's all I'll tell you is like massage oil. And
yeah, there you go. Abangan.
Run wild with that one. So massage oil.
Exactly.
All right, Jeremy. So do you have anything to say before I let you go?
All right. So again, thank you for for this guest co-host natin, no, na si Miss Celeste. Napaka natural siya, no. So thank you Miss Celeste. And of course, yung mga guests natin talagang sobrang sila in na in, no? So lahat ng mga featured guests natin, mapapansin nyo talagang at home sila sa ating show, no? So we are inviting some of the aspiring exporters there. If you want to have a live stream spot here, just let us know. I-chat nyo lang po kami. Post nyo po yung comment nyo na interesado kayo sa amin. And we will, of course, entertain immediately. No? Set na natin yan. And, of course, on behalf of GLSM EBC, we would like to thank Emporium, our partner dito sa live stream na to, UPP. Alright, brother?
See you later, Jeremy.
Alright, see you next.
Alright, everybody. Before I say goodbye, I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually trying to just see if I can bring up something before we go. But again, thank you so much for Celeste, for Jeremy, most of all, our new products covered for you. I mean, there's a lot more that we can go ahead and do today. I just wanted you to get a feel for this product that are currently in the Philippines. Not only because it's amazing, they got a backstory, but also the profitability. At the end of the day, you can tell a great story, but if nobody's going to buy it because it's too costly, that doesn't make any sense to you, right? So again, thank you, all of you that are watching right now. Thank you so much for supporting Emporium, the Chambers of Commerce, the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce, Greater Los Angeles. You guys are always there somehow, some way. I get to work with you guys. Thank you so much for that opportunity one more time. Thank you, Celeste. And that's it. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you so much again, and enjoy the rest of the